talking to my friend Maxine. She's the one that writes those funny mystery tea parties, you know. And she asked me to give you some tea etiquette tips. So here's Tacky Tilly and her tea etiquette tips. Well, first of all, I have so many tips to give you all about throwing a tea party. Forget all that fancy, schmancy, expensive stuff. I'm here to tell you how to save money and have a downright good time doing it. First of all, when it comes to inviting, you don't have to spend money on postage, that slow mail stuff. Why, you just get your cell phone out and send them a text message. Or you can use email and save a lot of money that way. You can save the money you save on postage for other things, like the tablecloth and napkins. Now, I hear tell that tea etiquette frowns on using paper tablecloths and napkins. So you just hustle on down to the dollar store or the 99-cent store, and you pick up one of those plastic tablecloths. Why, the wrinkles and the smell will just fade out in no time at all, and they won't hardly even notice it once you get your table all set. And don't bother wasting money on paper napkins either. Paper towels work just as well, and your guests can take them home and use them for cleaning windows or something like that after the party. Just be sure that you fold them up real nice and pretty-like so they look nice on your table. Now then, you want your guests if you'll arrive at home and be comfortable at your tea party. So don't go getting out all your best china and your fancy glassware and stuff. You want them to feel comfy and at home. So set your table with paper plates and styrofoam cups. Why, those cups keep that tea so boiling hot, they won't be able to drink it hardly at all. And you won't have to worry about bothering. Those cups keep that tea so boiling hot, they won't be able to drink it at all. And you won't have to be bothered with refills all the time. Now, here's a big secret. I discovered you can use plastic knives and forks, silverware that looks just like the real thing, looks just like real silver, only it's plastic, and your guests won't hardly even be able to tell the difference. Why, they're going to be so impressed. And be sure to use those tea bags with a little string attached. And you can use them over and over and over. Why, you can get at least three cups of tea out of each one. Now just think about all the money you're going to save doing that. Now I know it's hard to keep the water hot for tea, so I recommend having 1 or 2 cans of sterno on the table. I use them all the time when the electricity goes off. That happens pretty often, you know, when you don't pay the bill right on time. That electric company is so persnickety about that. I don't know what difference it makes if you're a few days late, but they just are so persnickety. Now, about those scones. It's real easy to make them. After all, aren't they just like biscuits? So, you go out to the grocery store and you get yourself one of those biscuit dough things that come in a tube like this. Why, your guests will never know the difference once they get that curdled lemon stuff on them and some homemade jam. Now, another thing, I've noticed that you don't get much food at a tea room. So, those sandwiches are just downright stingy, if you ask me. So you impress your folks. Give them a whole big sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly's a winner every time. And a Spam and pickles just can't be beat. And now don't go worrying none about people not having nothing to talk about at your party. You just get someone talking about their operation and that'll liven things right up. And if there's a real lull, well, just ask them something about the president or the governor. That'll sure take care of it. And when it's time for dessert now, forget about those stingy little samples that the tea room serve. You give them a big piece of store-bought cake. They can even take some home if they're so full of spam. Those store-bought goodies are packed with preservatives. They'll last for months. No doubt your guests will be talking about what a great hostess you are for a long time to come. Oh yes, and don't forget now, you send them home with a nice little gift. Just pick up something at the thrift store or maybe a garage sale. That's where I got my hat. Ain't it pretty now? Well, thanks for letting me share my expertise on tea etiquette with y'all. Y'all have a good day now. And don't forget to visit www.mysteryteaparties.com. And may your teacup overflow with blessings.